Okay, so last week the vlog was basically me just drawing a page, a comic book page, and you getting to see me draw it from start to finish and kind of seeing the thought process that goes into making a comic book page. Well, this week things are going to ramp up a little bit because I'm actually going to show you the thought process that goes into making a scene. That page that I did last week was part of a larger scene, and now that I've got it finished, we can kind of talk about it and go over and kind of break down the anatomy of what really made that scene, the thought process behind it, what the characters were thinking, what I was thinking, and what I was looking to achieve by having them do what they did within the scene. So, with that said, let's go. Okay, so in the first page, basically, the man with no name meets up with the mysterious advisor, and we find out that this is the guy that facilitated his escape from prison. So the advisor passes the man with no name a drive. What could be on it, right? So that's one of the questions I want to pose. What's on this drive? We do it visually. And then after that, their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of the unseen threat. This startup page, and actually this entire scene, is meant to help transition us from the first act of the book into the second act of the book. And basically the first act, we were following Kwame and his journey to pulling Excalibur out of the stone, and then the payoff, of course, his fight with the Roman brothers, and then he finding out and discovering that he is the king, and now he has to meet with the queen. Alright, so the second act, we delve into the guy that is actually the catalyst for pretty much everything that's going on. That's the man with no name. We saw him in the prologue, but we didn't see him afterwards, right? So we're seeing him now, and we're actually kind of getting a lot more of his backstory in a roundabout sort of way. Plus, we're finding out that he's being pursued, and for reasons that he's not really sure of just yet. So we've got all this going on, and then we have some stated purposes, well, some purposes that I have in mind when I'm creating a scene like this. One, I do want to give a little backstory for the man with no name, because he is a very important he is the most important supporting character in the book. Two, I do want to establish the world and things of that nature, so we're trying to build a little bit of the world. Three, I definitely want to establish that the man with no name is a total badass. And four, I wanted to establish that there's mysteries really surrounding him, his past, and the fact that he doesn't have any memory of who he is, and there's reasons why, and he's motivated because of these things. So we've got all this stuff going on, plus we're going to have this fight scene. So this page is extremely important. Alright, so page 2 through 7 is basically just this scene. It's the fight, basically. It is the actual fight. But I wanted to tell it in the story differently. I wanted to tell it to where the reader was immersed in the fight. I didn't want them to see the man with no name as this big bruiser with that just goes out and knocks guys out, right? No, there's actually, I want people to know that there's something working. The wheels are turning. There's a reason for everything. So in the fight, you see he grabs the towel, throws the towel at one of the bounty trackers. Then he dodges the shots fired, right? Grabs the guy, snatches his gun, shoots the two guys shooting on him. Two more guys are on the roof, snipers. They start shooting at him. He turns around, uses the guy as a shield, right? Then he runs up on where they're positioned at, shoots out the support beams on the awning that they're standing on. That crashes. Those two guys are taken out, and then we get a fight with the two guys with the staffs. Now what I wanted to do there is I really wanted to show him being double teamed, and then that really I think that really shows when a guy is really thinking things out. So you see how he works everything out, eliminates one guy at least for a moment so he can take care of the other guy, and then when he goes one-on-one with the last guy, you see what happens. We do the Bruce Lee overkill, shots to the chest, bam, fight's over. And now we're up to page 8, and page 8 really is basically summarizing kind of what just happened it's kind of an easy thing. Hey, you got to go. But also we want to lay seeds for story further on down the line, and we want to end on a narrative cliffhanger. So basically, he's going to find out that there's important information on this disc. It was for his eyes only, and it was provided to him by the former king of his people. Why would he do that? Of course, that's going to be the question, right? So all these questions are swirling around. He goes to ask, and of course, the mysterious advisor is gone. He's done his job. Yes, convenient plot device guy is gone. But basically, now we've got ourselves transitioned into the second act. We know exactly what kind. We do know that there are some stakes that are being laid out. And this is going to get us into the next scene, in which we really lay out all the stakes, all the meat and potatoes, and we find out that there's a lot going on that our characters are going to have to deal with in order to figure things out and bring everything to a nice heroic resolution. So, alright, so there you have it, guys. That's basically my anatomy, or my autopsy of how to create a scene in comics, and the thought process behind it. And again, everybody has their way of telling their stories. This is just mine. No two ways of storytelling are the same. So if you guys like what I'm talking about, go out, try telling your story yourself, your way. Figure out, plan out how you want it to work out. And those are some questions you'll have to ask yourself. What are you trying to push forward? What's the narrative? What are the things that you're trying to accomplish with each particular scene or each particular sequence within your books? But other than that, alright, man, I'm out. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Alright, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. You always hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at DKG72. And man, make some comments. Talk amongst yourselves. And I definitely will join in on some of the conversations. So if you like this video, definitely let everybody know. Alright, guys, I'm out. Peace.